Special guest. So this is Tamyra Harrison. She is the executive director of Polk County Democrat. She has written this brand new book, which we're going to talk about in just a second. Don't go anywhere, viewer, because up first, a couple things. First of all, we're going to show you. She is executive director of Polk County Democrats. One of the 5 Democratic presidential candidates is Lincoln Chafee. Lincoln Chafee is the only one who used to be a senator and a governor. Double whammy. Here's me chatting with Senator and Governor Chafee about his change of political parties. Let's take a look.
Oh, hang on. Keep going to the next thing.
And remember what we were talking about? Well, here, I'll mention the NPR story since we're still loading that clip up. If you want to hear some about the history of why Brent came to Iowa, this week NPR ran a story, and it's kind of funny, and so check that out. So Tamara Keith, who's actually riding Ragbri, she's the White House correspondent, came in for the whole week, wanted the full Iowa experience.
Really?
So special thanks to Tamara. So should we run the clip with Lincoln or no? Am I getting the thumbs up? Or
yes.
Yeah. Lincoln Chafee, here he is. Whew. And here he is.
No?
You have been an office holder as a Republican, as an independent, and now running as a Democrat.
That's right.
This fascinates me. I think that's an amazing evolution of a political career. How did it come about?
Well, my dad was a Republican and was governor and U.S. senator, but the party was changing even through his lifetime, and it just became us liberal, moderate Republicans, less room for us. And my last run for the Senate, I had a primary. Even though I was a Republican trying to hold on in a very democratic state of Rhode Island, I still had a primary because I wasn't supporting the Republican agenda 100%. That wasn't good enough.
Oh,
and
interesting.
So our liberal, moderate issues such as women's pro-choice, for the environment, anti-war, civil liberties, making sure that the books are balanced, that's an old-fashioned Republican, Rockefeller Republican, Eisenhower Republican, but there got to be less and less room for us. So I became an independent, and then I wanted a party. I didn't want to just be a solo practitioner, so I became a Democrat. Very happy in this party.
Like a nice guy.
He's a super nice guy. Senator and Democrat Lincoln Chafee, running for president right now. And Tamara and I were actually at an event earlier this week. Desmond Adams announced his run for Congress. Desmond, well, you'd know better than I, very active in local politics.
Very active. He ran for a state Senate seat previously, and unfortunately he didn't win that one. But he stayed very active in politics and continued to be a tremendous asset to the party, and now he's running for Congress.
So he announced just a couple days ago. We were at his event. Some other local media was there as well. So here is a little bit of my chat with new congressional candidate Desmond Adams. Your path to announcing for Congress isn't necessarily the path you hear a lot.
Yes.
If you had to encapsulate it down, what's been your road to get here today?
The road has been being a high school dropout that didn't appreciate education, to graduating from with a GED, attending Job Corps, to making it to Drake University undergrad, then also graduating from Drake Law School. Yes.
What inspired you to go to law school then, and what was your area of focus?
You know, what inspired me to go to law school, I had a tremendous undergrad here. Drake University, I just grew by leaps and bounds as a student, and I want to further learn issues that related to the foundation of the country and the law, and that's why I attended.
The title of the job is called representative.
Yes.
Why do you feel, David Young is a first-term congressman, why do you feel you represent this district better than he does?
It is representative, and it's my broad-based experience allows me to represent a lot of different interests and understand those interests in a way that a person that hasn't lived in our district in over 20 years and has moved back can do. I have a better understanding of the district from that perspective and the people that reside in it.
David Young is called by some as a more moderate member of the Republican Party. I was chatting with Gary Kroger last week, who announced in a different district, and he refers to himself as a progressive Democrat. If you had to look at yourself in the political spectrum, where would you fall?
I would fall probably center left.
Okay.
That's probably where I would fall. I tend to be more progressive on social issues and a little bit more moderate on fiscal issues.
So that is brand new congressional candidate Desmond Adams. But now let's chat with our special guest, Tamyra Harrison. So this book right here, over there, so this is Diary of a Des Moines Democrat, 10 years in the making, written by Tamyra Harrison. There's a book signing tomorrow night. But Tamyra, why don't you tell us, what's your book about?
It's about all of the Democrats and activists here in Polk County. It's about all the elections that have taken place over the last 10 years, all the different events that we've had throughout the county. It's, even though it's called Diary of a Des Moines Democrat, it's less about me and more about everybody else and all of the different people who played a role in all of those different things over the years. And I really wanted to just document it, because really nobody's doing that. Nobody's done that. And to have that information and be able to look back at it later and go, oh, I remember that event, or I forgot all about that person, or, you know, wow, this person's working for a presidential candidate or in the White House now, and they started out as a field staffer. So
kind of a history book or a history lesson of what's been happening here.
A lot of pictures.
Yeah.
In it.
Yeah, and if you look, it almost reminds me, do you guys remember the movie Devil Wears Prada, where they had the cheat sheet of the names and faces?
Right.
I mean, this is a very, I mean, this pop that in right there again. This is, you know, all the folks that.
Is that Patty Judge there I see from over here?
Yeah,
Okay,
there's Patty Judge. There you go. And Chet Culver, and there's Roxanne Conlon, and everybody's there, Jack Hash. So it's page after that, and then obviously written stories, etc. So you get to learn so much. And you know, right before we came out here, well, there's Desmond right there. There's a picture of the guy we just had on TV when he ran for state senate. Tamyra mentioned before we came on, she goes, you know, every campaign, every Democrat presidential campaign should just buy this, so then they'll know who the activists are and who the really active.
Would it be important to get this right now with everything that's going on
It'd be
with
like
the
a
parties?
program.
Is it important to know stuff like that?
It really would, I think, be an asset to the different presidential campaigns or anybody running, you know, a race here in Polk County. I mean, anybody who's done anything in politics is mentioned in there at one point or another. You know, for the most part. So that's it's a cheat sheet.
And it's, I mean, it's like I said, it's over a decade in the making. And Tamyra's position, executive director, means that everything. We're in Polk County, obviously, and Polk County is the county for Des Moines. So every campaign goes through. This county goes through her, so they're all in here. So what a fun tool if you're into Democrat politics. And why don't you tell folks, if they want to see you and get a book signed, where do they go?
Well, I am going to be at Plain Talk Books tomorrow night from 6 to 8. That's down in the East Village, 602 East Grand. You get a free glass of wine, get to come down, discuss politics.
All right, did you hear that? Here, give me that book, Roske. Give me that book. Here you go. Ready for this, folks? See this book? Ready? Free wine. Free wine tomorrow, 6 till 8 East Village at Plain Talk Books. Free wine. Okay, there you go.
Thank you very much.
No problem.
But I mean, it's an easy thing to go through. Lots of pictures, big type, you know, lots of great stories, things like that. I love big type.
And
I can't see worth a darn.
I'm not Charles Dickens, so nobody should be buying this for the eloquent prose. I mean, I have a lot of stories and stuff in there, but it is about the pictures and the events, and it's a very easy read.
So if somebody's into politics, this is a perfect book for them because they can reminisce and
absolutely.
just remember the different stories.
And they may have been at some of these events, and it brings back those memories for them too, and that's what I'm hoping for.
And it captures the flavor of Iowa politics especially. So definitely recommended reading.
Perfect.
Check it out, folks.
All right, Roske, your show's on when?
Sunday morning, you'll see more with Lincoln Chafee. You'll see more with Desmond Adams. You'll also see a couple other clips. In honor of Lincoln Chafee, we show the clip from Lincoln's New Salem and a bunch of other fun stuff. So Sunday morning, a different channel at 9:30, this channel at 11:30, and then 19 is doing something different now. They're going to run it at 5:30 p.m. So if you want to do church and brunch in the morning, you come home, you take a little nap, then you wake up at 5:30 p.m. to watch Roske on Politics. So yeah, 3 different times on Sundays.
That could be really good before people tune in to 60 Minutes.
That's exactly right.
That's a good time.
All right, excellent. Good job.